Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. I have a friend in the house, Lion Flood. You're a magician.
Yes, I have been trying my whole life to attain that little status when the hands glow. Haven't got there yet, but yeah.
I think you have. And you've got a trick to show us today, right?
Yes, I've got a few, and one of the things that I've really been focusing on is really just being more intimate, having someone understand that the magic is in their hands. And so I'll start off with showing you one very quick one, really quick, using simply a cup and a die. What I like for you to do is take both of those items really quick, place the die inside of the cup, ensuring there's nothing sticky, no tricky stuff or anything like that, right?
No.
Shake and rattle and roll, perfect. What I wanna do is I wanna show you that the die is gonna go through the portal at the cup. I've learned that if I squeeze it at a certain point that opens up, I throw it through. Would you do me a favor and place your hand flat just like that? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not gonna be able to see it happen from there, but you will be able to see her reaction when she notices that the die is no longer in my hand, travels through that hole and runs into her hand. On a count of three. 3, 2, 1.
I just felt it.
You felt it drop? That's
How
called
did you do
gravity.
that?
That's good.
Every time I ask, how did you do that? But he's never going to tell me, of
Right.
course. It's all a secret, but this is all about close-up magic where
Yes.
people can really feel like they're involved in it.
Exactly. I want to use their items. I want them to be able to go home and tell a story to their family and friends when they're like, I don't know. That's not the case. So to show you another quick one, if you don't mind.
Okay,
All right,
go
we're going to use her phone this time. Would you take out your phone for me?
Sure.
And I'm going to show you, everyone else, something that's going to be happening. While we do that, are you familiar with the cards? Or the playing cards, ace through king and type like that?
Yes.
Okay, I just want you to think of a playing card right now. 3, 2, 1, got it?
Got it.
All right, what's the first thing that came to your mind?
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. So now here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna show you all my Wi-Fi. I have a static electricity. If I rub my foot a little close, watch what happens here. As this starts to flicker, and watch what happens. The Wi-Fi starts to change to your card.
Oh, I don't like that.
But that's
How
my
did you
phone.
do
That's my
that?
phone. Wait, can you go to your Wi-Fi settings?
Yeah.
I don't think this can, is it? Because if it's on my phone, I'm a magician. But if it's on
It's on
her
my phone, too.
the card that she thought of is on her
What on
phone.
earth? How did you know I was going to think? I promise I didn't tell him. You're too good. You're too good.
I try.
Freaky stuff. I love it. Okay, well, where can people come and see you?
Yes, so now we have the Asher Theater on Saturdays, 4 p.m., doing matinees, an intimate 20-25 seat theater where they have hors d'oeuvres, people can have drinks, a great date night. Asher Theater is where I'm at currently now.
Perfect. Where can people get tickets and stuff?
Yes, you have to call the show right now because they've been selling out so much. They've been putting people on the wait list. So you can call the show, call the theater and ask, and they will get you on the list.
All right, tell me about the show.
Okay, so the show is set from my life story. Most people don't know. First off, I'm a retired devil dog, Marine Corps. Hoorah! I got into magic when I was injured. I had 4 knee surgeries, 3 back surgeries, laying up in the hospital, had to learn to re-walk over a year. First time I smiled is when I saw a magic trick online, and then I started saying, I want to learn it. They started to wheel patients into my room, and I did magic tricks for them. Eventually, when I was able to be wheeled out, they wheeled me into patient's room, started doing magic tricks, so it was almost like a therapy session.
Yeah.
And I've based the show around that because I wasn't able to walk. I had to do things in people's hands, and so I said, that's what my heart did.
That's
so I did it.
awesome. My mom is a PT, so she
Oh.
will love to hear about this.
Yes.
That you were bringing people happiness, even when you were still trying to get back on your feet.
Then one time my PT told me, bend the knee.
Yeah, they're not so nice all the time. My mom's just tough as nails.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, today we're talking about a very important topic. I'm joined by Simon and Cindy from Carolina Forest Elementary School. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Great.
Wonderful. Now, you both work in education, but you also are co-authors of a book. Tell me about this book.
Okay, so this book is Adapting Behavior Practices, Reframing Your Approach to Discipline, and we, for the past 5 years, the two of us have been working together with behavior a lot. And so we just realized that getting to the root of the behavior helps tremendously, and it helps the kids not to repeat the same behavior. So we kind of came together and just thought of ways to help the kid to change the behavior.
So who is this book for?
This book is for parents and teachers, and really for adults, because everybody gets frustrated when it comes to behavior, and they wonder, what are we going to do? And even for me as a parent, it's helpful because we tend to work with our own kids a little differently than we work with other people's kids. So, being consistent and putting these things into practice it's difficult because it's time consuming, but the consistency is what wins in the long run.
So can you give me some examples maybe that are in the book without spoiling too much?
Like Cindy said, a lot of kids, and I'm sure many people out here listening and yourselves can remember, when kids would come get in trouble at school, and they would get in trouble for the same things over and over and over again. So, like the front of the book shows, there are some roots in the ground, and a child being like a plant. When something goes wrong with your crops, you got to figure out what's wrong in the dirt, not what's on top. So once you get to that root, and it does take time, because as we say in there, it takes them a long time to get that way. It takes a long time to get them out. And gaining that trust with us or whoever they work with is the first step in getting to the root of that problem.
Yeah, and I would say definitely building the relationship. Relationships are everything. When you get the relationships with these kids, we've had a lot of kids that just came from tough situations, and the two of us, we just team up and kind of become that safe space for them.
Right.
And they know it, and then it just helps.
Well, tell me also, for parents and other teachers who have read the book, what has been the response?
Well, for some who kind of been in education for a long time, it's like a new thing for them. It's almost like they're having to retrain their thinking and their brain. And and I say all the time, like, this is just a new generation of kids. Like, you can't do the same thing that you did a long time ago to reach this generation, because they have so many other things coming up against them, like social media, and they just carry a lot. And so you just have to approach it a different way.
Yeah.
So.
Because everybody, wants to see old school.
Right.
Our grandparents' old school was a lot different than our old school, so there's always a new school coming. So we just need to adapt to that new school a little bit faster.
Right.
If we're going to be successful with our kids, and that's a hard thing for some teachers. If we can help them understand this practice, in the long run, it's going to be a smoother classroom. Their scores will be better because we're really, we like scores, but without those relationships, those scores really don't matter.
Now, Cindy, do you have another book as well?
I do. This is actually my third children's book.
Okay.
I'm always trying to write, because I am a counselor, giving kids tools that they can use when I'm not there, and so this book is Same Love, Different Homes, and it is about kids that are in divorce situations. And so I think out of all the books, like, this was the one that I could connect to the most, because I was that kid. And so when I wrote it, it was really rewarding for me as well. So, yeah.
So if anybody's interested in purchasing one of your books, where can they find these?
They can find them on Amazon. They're both on Amazon.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Long Law Firm. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I'm with John Long from Long Law Firm. Thanks for sitting down or standing up with me here in the beautiful Conway, South Carolina. We have a bit of a tough topic to talk about today.
Right.
Planning for a potential illness or tragedy in your family.
Right.
Something you probably see all the time, right?
Every day.
Well, tell me, what do people need to know?
So we all have this idea that we're going to live to be 90 years old and we're going to die in our sleep and be perfectly healthy up until that point. Unfortunately, it doesn't usually work out that way. And so if we don't plan for either a sickness, illness, or our demise, it's going to leave a huge burden on our family.
Yeah.
Things that could easily be fixed or predicted with the family could cause huge headaches and problems. And the last thing you want to do is leave a legacy of headaches and problems. So we all want our legacy to be positive and not negative.
I gotcha. So what does the process look like for somebody that wants to start planning right now?
So I would say do your research, go
Okay.
online, explore the topics of wills, revocable trust, powers of attorney, and then seek out legal counsel. Long Law Firm in Conway, we're happy to help out.
I was gonna say, you can walk people through that process, right?
Yep, that's what my law firm focuses on.
Okay.
Wills, probate, estate planning in general.
And generally, how long does the process take to start planning?
Once you meet with me, we'll meet a total of 2 times.
Okay.
Usually an hour the first time, and then I prepare all the documents that are necessary, and then you come back, usually an hour, hour and a half. We have everything planned, signed, you get a notebook you can take home, put on your shelf, and hopefully not worry about it for years to come.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind, that's what we provide for people.
All right, well, if somebody's watching this right now, they want to get in contact with you and learn more information, how can they do that?
You can call Long Law Firm 843-488-2810. Long Law Firm.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Long Law Firm. Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today in the studio, I have a very special guest, Blue Degoyi. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Thanks for having me.
You drove all the way up here from Charleston to sit down with me. It is an honor, truly, but I want you to tell everybody who you are and what you do.
I'm a filmmaker. I've been in the industry for 25 years as a screenwriter, and we're putting a movie together in Charleston.
Yes, The Last Sunrise.
Yes.
So you're filming it in Charleston. Can you tell everybody what it's going to be about without any too many spoilers, maybe?
I'm going to give you 3 words,
Hmm.
and it's posed as a question. What is love? And that's it. That's the whole point of the story. Because if you watch the film, you'll understand this pertains to me in this way. This pertains to me in this way. Doesn't matter the kind of relationship you're in. If you ask that question, what is love? You will understand it.
It's a deep question to ask
It is.
somebody.
It's a very. If you just stop and say the words, or ask the words,
Mm-hmm. Well, how are you planning on capturing that in the movie?
beautifully,
I'm
stunningly.
sure it's going to be gorgeous. You know,
Oh, yeah,
Charleston
stunningly.
is the backdrop.
We have our director, Sean Tillman. Are you from Seacoast Church?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was the creative director for Seacoast, and now he's on board to direct this.
Okay.
So we got some great support and talent, great talent.
You've got a great team. I'm really excited for this movie to come out.
Thank
When
you.
can people maybe expect it?
Well, we film in next September.
Okay.
Next September we start filming. We want to release it on Valentine's Day.
Is there anything else that you want to mention while I still have you on camera?
Not really. Just what is that question to people? What is love? And if you answer that, it's on your deathbed, because up until that point, we never experience it in its fullest capacity.
I love that. Well, if people want to stay, you know, in the loop with you guys and want to keep updated with the movie and everything, how can they do that?
Facebook,
Okay.
The Last Sunrise. Follow us.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Alrighty, so we're going to get started with the salsa basic. And so I'm gonna dance with you as a lead and you will then follow me.
Okay.
So I'm actually gonna teach you the follow footwork for
Okay.
salsa. All right, so you wanna start with your feet together, which you already got, which is perfect. You're gonna take your right foot and you're going to go back with your right, rock forward, back on the left, and then together. And then take your left foot and go forward, rock forward, then go back on your right together. So let's do that again. So go back with the right together, forward with the left together. Oh, you're doing great.
Thank you.
All right, okay. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now, salsa is a dance that comes from Cuba, okay? And we're gonna do another basic. So you're gonna take your right foot and go to the side and together, left to the side, together, right to the side. So it's a dance from Cuba, which is a combination of a dance called son, and then there's cha-cha and rumba. So all of these dances kind of come together and create salsa. Let's go back to our basics. So back with the right and forward with the left. So a lot of those dances are actually rooted in African movement and music. So a lot of the steps actually started out as work dances that people would do when they were working on the plantations. And then it became movement, okay? And then now we have salsa. Let's go to the side. And I'm gonna add one more little basic for you. Okay, and then we're going to do a cross back with the right.
Oh, we're getting funky.
Together,
Hold
again,
on.
real funky.
Okay.
We're gonna cross back with the right and together, and then cross back with the left and together. Cross back with the right and together, cross back with the left. Good. You caught on really fast for someone who said they didn't know how to dance. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna start with our basic step. Back, forward, and back, and forward. Good, and back, and forward, and back to the side. Without the styling first, side, side, side. Nice. You got good hip movement too. This is great. So now.
No one's ever said that before, ever.
Now, for the cross back, I am going to release your hand,
Okay.
and that's when you can do your arm up and like this.
See how it goes.
You're going to see how it goes? Okay. Ready, and. Yes!
Oh,
Nice! Basic step and ba. Oh, you know exactly what you're doing. This is great. So let's finish our last time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna release your hands when we go to the side so you can do your shoulder to shoulder
Okay,
thing, okay? Okay. Okay, and now, and shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder.
Wait.
Shoulder. So touch here, good. Here, and here.
Is this like ridiculous?
Babe.
He's like, oh no,
No, you look fine, okay? And basic. Stop. Cross back, cross, and 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 basic, and ba, and da. Aye! Very nice. Good job. Good job. You did great.
Thank you.
That was pretty awesome.
Just so people know, where can they learn more information about you guys?
So the best place to go is either, well, there's actually 3 places. There is Facebook, Instagram, actually the third place, our website, which is arohaafrolatindance.com.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.